Alright, hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to install this Flutter script from this amazing website called codecanyon.net. So you just want to go ahead to type in your preferred browser, codecanyon.net, and you can be redirected to this site where you get to search for any script that you want to purchase. Alright, so let's get right into it. Today we're going to be walking you through this D-bug VPN Flutter VPN Unlimited proxy application. So the backend is written, the admin side is written in Laravel. This is both Android and iOS, so it's cross-platform, so we can run both on Android and iOS devices. Alright, so D-bug VPN, this is the script. Alright, so you can go ahead to check for the screenshots of the script, and also go ahead to read on documentation about the scripts. What are the features, what are the things that this script come with in order for you to get started. Once you're done with that, you can just quickly go ahead to click on this add to cart. This is where you're going to be beginning the process of purchasing the script. Okay, so this item has been added to cart. This is a $39 script, so you just want to go ahead to click on checkout. So we're not going to be going through this process because clicking on checkout, we've already purchased this script and we don't want to do that the second time. So it's a straightforward process where you just have to click on checkout, add your credentials, make the payment, and then immediately purchase your script. So once your script is purchased, you want to go ahead to note the location of which your script is being downloaded into your commission. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, we just want to go ahead to get the tools that we need in order to run this Flutter script. So Flutter, you need something like the IDE, you need Flutter SDK itself, and then you're good to go. So the first thing we need is Flutter SDK itself. So we're just going to go ahead and say Flutter. Okay, so this is how you get to this site. So this is Flutter's official documentation, and you can just easily say or type in your preferred browser, docs.flutter.day/get started/install. So where this is going to redirect you is just exactly here, and what you're going to get is this documentation where you just read, learn about Flutter, stay up to date with the latest tools of Flutter, and so on and so forth. So for this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to get to install Flutter directly. So first of all, you want to choose your development platform. This is going to be Windows for us. You can use Mac OS, you can use Linux. And the next thing, you just want to go ahead to choose your first file type. For our case, it's going to be Android, so I'm going to select that. And then start building Flutter Android application on Windows, right? So this is specifically Windows. So this section is more like verify your system requirement, just as you can see it here. So what you want to go ahead to do is to check your hardware requirements as well as your software requirements, compare them to what you have locally on your machine. So you want to see if your system meets this requirement, and if it doesn't, maybe you might have to look for an alternative. But the idea is that your system should meet this requirement in order to comfortably run Flutter SDK in your Windows machine. So once that is done, you just want to go ahead to go to the next option, which is what we've been waiting for, install the Flutter SDK. Alright, so there are two options here, and be sure which one you want to go for. So we have use VS Code to install, and we also have download and install directly. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to be showing you how to download directly, and yeah, that's it. So download then install Flutter. So the first thing you want to do is to download. Now downloading it, you have to click on this button. So Flutter's current stable version is 3.29.3 as it's the time, and so by default you should be this download should automatically go to your downloads folder under the user profile, and you should just see the downloads downloaded there. So it's going to be downloaded as a zip file. You just have to unzip it. So once you're done with that, you want to create a folder where you can install Flutter directly. So make sure this folder you create is inside your C folder, right? So it can be accessed anywhere in your local machine, right? So you can call it dev, you can call it development, you can call it whatever unique name you want to call it. And after you've extracted or unzipped this installed Flutter SDK, you just want to go ahead and copy Flutter folder and put it into that new directory where you created it. So this is the part. So this is number 3. So it says extract the file into the directory you want to store the Flutter SDK. So what is happening here is this is the path environment. So this is your user profile, this is your downloads. So this person stored the downloads. So your new destination now is going to be your dev, right? So you just want to go ahead and copy Flutter folder into your dev, right? So once that is done, you just want to go ahead to update your Windows path variable. So go to your environment variable here. You can just follow this step just the way it is, from system to about and all this and all that. Find or locate your environment variables and then get exactly your bin folder, or more like your bin path. Alright, copy it and put it inside your environment variable path. Alright, and then that is it, you're good to go. Alright, so once you're done with this, we have this settled, and we want to go to install Android Studio or Visual Studio Code, depending on which preferred IDE you want. So I'm going to be showing you both either way. So let's see how it gets done. So we're going to start with Android Studio. So we just want to go into that. So this is Android Studio's official website. So one of the things you want to do, so first of all, sorry about that, how you get here is typing on your browser developer.android.com/studio. You're going to be redirected to this website, and then you can see the IDE guides. This is where we are in download, because we want to download Android Studio. So you can go to IDE guides, you can go to this other tab. We have Gemini and Android Studio. You can just have a couple of these things and just go through the website, understand what it's about, what are the features of Android Studio and what powers of audio. Yeah. So once that is done, just go ahead to click on this. So at the time, we have the latest version of Android Studio to be Android Studio Haircut, and you just want to go ahead to click on this button here. You can see this pop-up where it gives you the terms and conditions of Android Studio. What you want to go to do is to read through these terms and conditions and show that everything is good and aligns with what you actually would agree to. Make sure that is done, and once you're done, you have to click on this checkbox to confirm that you've read and agreed with this above terms and conditions, and then you can successfully download Android Studio Maker to this 2024 patch 1. And so you just click on this button here, download is going to begin in no time. So as soon as your download is done, you just want to go ahead to click on the exe file, because it's going to be an exe. So you just double click based on the location that you were redirected to, and the next thing you want to do is to follow the pop-up, the prompts that come up, and successfully set up Android Studio. It's a straightforward process, and I believe you can do it. Alright, so that being out of the way, the next thing or IDE we want to get is Visual Studio Code. And how do you get into this site? You just have to redirect to code, the visualstudio.com/download, and you're going to be seeing this site where you can download. You can download using any of these options. So for our case, we're going to be using Windows. And once you click on this Windows button, your download should begin. And once your download begins, you just want to go ahead to check your file explorer, what location you have your Visual Studio downloaded, and double click on it, and then install it into your local machine. And that is all that we need for the tools. Let's get into the code. Alright, so I have the code here opened, and this is just how it is at first instance. So we just have to run a couple of commands before we can actually make a deal or run our Flutter application. So the first command, you just want to go ahead to do Flutter clean. So you just be cleaning this project and deleting some packages and folders. In the meantime, just hang on while it deletes. Yes. So once that is done, you just want to go ahead to do the next command, just the way it is for the pub gets. So pub gets, just the way it is, and this is going to resolve the dependencies, reinstall the dependencies and packages that we deleted previously. So as you can see here, then generate some X configurations as well. So that is out of the way. We want to go ahead to run this project now. So the command for running this further project, further script, is going to be flutter run. Okay, so what we want to go ahead to do is flutter run here. So before you do flutter run, you just have to connect your emulator, or if you're using a physical device, if you're using an emulator, you just connect your physical device. So for my case, I'm going to be connecting my physical device. So I'm going to do this. Yes. So connected my physical device, and then I can go ahead to proceed with the flutter run. So we have our application running now. Let's see how it goes. This is slick UI. So this is how our application currently looks like. You can just connect, you can see how it is. And that is how to run a Flutter script from codecanyon.net. Thank you very much, and see you next time.